Hello, guys. So, today I'm here to discuss with you the culture of encounters. I am Vikram Battani. Let's get started with what is encounter. Encounter. It's an extrajudicial killing by police or armed forces, supposedly in self-defense. That is the only definition we have. In English, normally an encounter means you meet someone suddenly. But in India and Pakistan, what happened due to the beginnings? We have to go to the beginnings to understand this. So in 1916 80s, the Naxalites and Naxalism and Punjab insurgency was widespread in India. And to curb this, whenever police and armed forces used to encounter these Naxalites or Punjab insurgency, the encounter was really harsh, and due to that, we used to kill each other, and normally that evolved into encounters in Indian meaning killing in self defense by armed force and police. So this is the beginning of it. But okay, that's okay. But it was in back in the day. But does this culture still continue in India? Let me take you back to 2008 in Warangal. There was a case. And three young people were encountered. When I say young people, it doesn't mean always a positive thing. These three young people, what they did, they poured acid on two of the innocent girls because of simple reason. She didn't agree to be his lover. So what happened is police in Warangal gunned down these three people and gave a reason that they tried to escape. That's the reason they tried to escape, and that's we don't know, but still they tried to escape. The thing is, people really were happy when this happened, when police killed these three young men, because they spoiled two innocent girls' life. So this is an ethical dilemma. Let's go a little bit forward. Let's go to 2019 Disha murder case. The encounter must be investigated. Here, encounters should only take place if they are absolutely unavoidable and not to satisfy the emotionally charged public by providing instant so-called justice. So in Disha case in 2019, what happened? These four people, you can see in the picture, have raped an innocent girl, and they burnt her alive. And that is unforgivable. What happened? The same thing happened as in Warangal. The police got these people, and they said they encountered all four of them, and the encounter means they killed these guys in self-defense, and all these four of people are lorry drivers, and they killed in the self-defense, and people again were really happy because these four people were gunned down, and there was an instant justice served. And what happened? People emotionally got satisfied. And here's an ethical dilemma. Again, armed forces and police, can they take justice into their hands? But when the large group of the people, even higher officials and the public are supporting this, how to go forward? Let's go into the next case. Gangster turned politician. You must know this. Recently it happened. Vikas Dubey. He is from Uttar Pradesh, and he is 56 years old, and he recently got murdered. Who is he? Is he a gangster or he is a politician? So this person in 1990, this person Vikas Dubey, got into a charge was filed on him of murder charge. Yeah, was filed on him. That's the first thing happened. This is the first case that was filed on Vikas Dubey in 1990. After that, till now, there are numerous cases on him, and in 1995, actually he joined Bahujan Samaj Party, Before that, he joined BJP and all that, and he was entertained in the politics because of his political ties in the in this arena, and also he has a caste angle in this, and that is one of the worst thing, the caste angle. And how is that happening right now? Right now you can see it in the news that there is a caste angle going on in this. What happened? This person, Vikas Dubey, was killed in an encounter yesterday. What is his criminal charges right now? Murder, robbery, kidnapping, illegal land acquisition, criminal intimidation. And this person was mainly gunned down because on the 1 week before, he with along with his gang has gunned down 8 policemen. 8 policemen. And some people were expecting that Vikas Dubey is going to be dead in encounter. And there was a Supreme Court, yesterday night there was a filing in Supreme Court yesterday or day before yesterday evening, there was a filing in Supreme Court for his protection also, because people know that he was going to be encountered. And that exactly happened. Before 2 days before, Vikas Dubey, his accomplice is also, got encountered. And the reasons of both this. First reason is puncture. Tire got punctured and his accomplice were running and police gunned him down. Second reason, Vikas Dubey. Second case, the car overturned. He tried to escape with a gun and police gunned him down. So both are proper reasons, but there were no witnesses anywhere. So what is this? He is a history cheater. So let's understand. This is the famous word going around. What is history cheater? History cheater is a person with long criminal record, because he from 1990 he has this long criminal record. Actually, I will tell you what is this long criminal record also, because I think he has like around 70. I think he has around 97 cases on him. 10 of them are 10 to 15 of them are murder charges. None of them are proved, and this person has evaded all these charges mainly because of political ties and his criminal intimidation. And political ties, how did that come about? Caste. See, when Vikas Dubey was killed, Brahmin pride and pain flooded Facebook after Vikas Dubey encounter killing. For many social media users, gangster Vikas Dubey was first and foremost a Brahmin, a tiger whose killing is just another atrocity on the community under Thakur, CM Yogi Adityanath. So, one interesting thing about this is that Vikas Dubey is considered Parshuram in Brahmin community right now. This is like not normalized or generalized, but there is a community in Uttar Pradesh who firmly believe that he is a Parshuram, he is a tiger, and people on Facebook are outraging on that. And because in the Puranas also there is a thing like there is Kshatriya and Brahmin. Parshuram is a this Brahmin, this is the discrimination going on for long, and these people are given this divine positions. Thakur Adityanath, Yogi Adityanath is a Thakur, he is a Kshatriya, and Vikas Dubey, he is a Brahmin. And right now people are giving them this caste colors, and most probably Vikas Dubey has used this before, and right now the legacy is being continued by the other community people. And the people are saying if any movie of him on this history comes, they'll burn the theaters. And for God's sake, he has 70 cases on him, and this is not ethical, right? And this is done by normal people because of caste. So there is a caste angle here. So another ethical dilemma. Due to caste and religion, can people support even the worst of the murderers or terrorists? So that is another political dilemma. So what the main problem here is that no authority gets convicted. See, National Crime Records Bureau in 2018 has said that there has been no single conviction of police personnel, no policeman was convicted for human rights violation, including custodial deaths according to the analyst in the newspaper. And this has we got this yesterday only. Yesterday or today morning, I think. We got this news today morning. Gujarat and Tamil Nadu report most custodial deaths in country. No conviction. No conviction. Zero conviction. How is that possible? Zero conviction. See, we also had this case, right? Jayaraj and Phoenix case in Tamil Nadu. That was custodial death. That was purely custodial death. And there is a, the debate going on. Is it due to negligence of police, or is it due to, misuse of power? This is a debate that's going on. Is it due to negligence or misuse? Anyway, this many custodial deaths should not happen. This many encounters should not happen, and this much support should not be coming from public for all these things, because this is not ethical way of doing things. This is not judicial way of doing things. This is not a proper way. But suppose if some authority who is a very bad person, let's suppose a authority who is a very bad person takes advantage of this emotion and kills someone, and says that this person has did all these bad things and have done a great thing, and he gets not convicted because of all this public support and political pressures. What you will do? What will do if you are in that position? What you will do if you are innocent and you get played into all this drama? I'm not saying Vikas Dubey or all of these people are innocent, but there is an ethical dilemma. There are there are ways to do a thing. Anything in the world must be done in a certain way. If not, there will be chaos. It will become a jungle. So the main the thing for the for custodial deaths and encounters, the popularity is getting more. The main problem is there is an argument for reforming the judicial system and building more courts and speeding up trials, because when people think that if we go to court we will not get the justice, people take this justice into their own hands, and that's what is going to happen always. So we have to increase this speed of trials, and we have to build more courts, and we have to make some systems and put some procedures into place to handle all this. If not, done. So this is the total the encounter culture going on in the country right now, and I have given you the information, and I want you to decide what is the ethical dilemma we are facing right now. I think you got a little bit of idea. If you understand, if you get any of this, if you think that there is really a dilemma in whatever I'm saying and in the country right now, you can comment your views in below and let us know. And if you want to know more analysis and information like this, please subscribe to our channel. Thanks a lot. This is Vikram Battini signing off. Thank you.